Hi, and welcome back to the Crime and Justice Insider, your quarterly newsletter from the Crime and Justice Institute. My name is Molly Robustelli. I'm a senior policy specialist at CJI, and I'm thrilled to be sharing our very first video spotlight. Each quarter, we'll use this video to highlight key project work at CJI and other important industry events and updates. In today's video, I'm excited to share details about the incredible collaboration between CJI and Nebraska leaders that helped pass bipartisan criminal justice reform in the state. In the spring of 2021, Nebraska state leaders identified that they had reached a breaking point within their criminal justice system, recognizing that the status quo was unsustainable and the state needed to make a change. Rather than make plans based on incomplete information, the governor and legislative and judicial leaders invited our team to assist the state in making data-driven decisions through the Justice Reinvestment Initiative, which is funded by the Bureau of Justice Assistance, Arnold Ventures, and the Pew Charitable Trusts. The CJI team worked closely with the state's criminal justice agencies to collect and analyze data, while also traveling across the state to speak to criminal justice stakeholders from each part of the system. We compiled all the information, both quantitative and qualitative, into presentations for the Nebraska Criminal Justice Reinvestment Working Group. I cannot say enough about how dedicated this group of stakeholders was. They immersed themselves in the copious amounts of material that we synthesized, engaging with meaningful insight throughout the process. They absorbed the information, asked thought-provoking questions, and got to the root of the prison population growth in Nebraska. The working group's review found that Nebraska's acute prison overcrowding was the worst in the nation as of 2020, with a growing prison population driven by increases in the amount of time that people are incarcerated and dramatic declines in the parole grant rates. These trends came at a great cost to Nebraska taxpayers, with corrections expenditures growing to more than $250 million in 2020. Despite the significant investment, recidivism rates over time increased. Based on the data and system findings, after hours of back and forth, the group decided on an action plan with policy recommendations for the legislature to consider to prioritize public safety and reduce recidivism. These recommendations were incorporated into LB 50 for the 2023 legislative session, and ultimately the bill passed with bipartisan support and was signed by Governor Jim Pillen. Nebraska now joins a growing list of states, including Georgia, Mississippi, and Utah, that have used a justice reinvestment strategy to get smart on crime. Nebraskans have made clear that this is not the end of the road for them when it comes to making consensus and data-driven decisions on criminal justice. And at CJI, we are so excited to see where the state goes from here. Again, I'm Molly Robustelli from the Crime and Justice Institute. Thanks for subscribing to the Crime and Justice Insider, and thanks for watching.